friend, I am Gaurav, 7th class along with Ashitra ma'am. Welcome you all to another online session organized by our school KDPS. I am sure you must be surprised to hear me. Hey, without investing any more time here and there, let's quickly come to our topic of the day. Hey, you have been to a bazaar? Yes, that's great. You know, whenever I go to bazaar, I get to see many things like wealthy merchants with thick gold chain around their neck, sitting at cash counter. Some energetic vendors and other outside the shop or on street with their moving carts, calling outside in a parasy of their goods to their audition. I usually interact a lot with them. Some of them respond happily, but sometimes they get angry. In this poem, in the Bazaar of Hyderabad, Sarojini Naidu, the poet, has explained similar experience to her through her writing. Her effort is to sketch the image of typical India Bazaar of Hyderabad.
Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political activist and poet who was an important figure in India's struggle for independence. Her work as a poet earned her the title Nightingale of India. She was born into a Bengali family in Hyderabad, and probably this poem reflects her memories of Hyderabad. The poem is written as a series of questions she asks the merchants and the replies she gets. The beauty of the poem are the words used to describe the variety of things sold by these vendors in the bazaars of Hyderabad. पता है बच्चों, ये कविता सरोजिनी नायडू ने स्वदेशी मूवमेंट के टाइम पर लिखी थी, जो सभी इंडियंस ने डिसाइड किया था कि वो सभी यूरोपियन गुड्स को बॉयकॉट कर देंगे, मतलब किसी भी चीज को यूज नहीं करेंगे. सो माइट बी ये पोम लिखी गई थी इंडियन गुड्स, इंडियन बाजार्स को प्रमोट करने के लिए, एंड टू ब्रिंग इट अमंग द पब्लिक एंड टू सी हाउ मच आवर ओन मार्केट कंटेन्स. व्हाट डू यू सेल, ओ ये मर्चेंट्स? Richly your wares are displayed, turbans of crimson and silver, tunics of purple brocade, mirrors with panels of amber, daggers with handle of jade. I hope that you have read this stanza with me. Now let's move to the explanation of this stanza. Poet Sarojini Naidu merchant से पूछ रही है कि merchant तुम बेच क्या रहे हो? और फिर मर्चेंट रिप्लाई में उन्हें बोलता है कि मैं बहुत सारी चीज़ें बेच रहा हूँ, जैसे कि टर्बन जो कि मेन और वुमेन दोनों पहनते हैं, और जिसको आपने देखा होगा यूजुअली सिख मेन को पहने हुए. He further says that he has two colors in it. One is crimson, which is a deep red color. एक deep red color है जिसको crimson बोलते हैं, और एक shiny silver है. Also sells tunics made of purple brocade. बच्चों, ट्यूनिक हमारे नी लेंथ तक के किसी भी गारमेंट को हम बोलते हैं, और ब्रोकेड एक स्पेसिफिक कपड़ा होता है जो स्पेशल ओकेजन्स पे पहना जाता है. सो टू गिव यू एन एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ व्हाट ब्रोकेड इज, इट इज अ रिच फैब्रिक वूवन विद अ रेस्ड फैब्रिक टिपिकली इन गोल्ड और सिल्वर थ्रेड. Fine. He also said that he has a beautiful mirror that has an antique stone called amber on its panel, and also daggers whose handle is adorned with a precious stone named jade, which is green in color. So अब हम सेकंड स्टैंजा की तरफ चलते हैं. आई होप कि आपकी बुक्स खुली होंगी आपके सामने और आप सेकंड स्टैंजा को मेरे साथ पढ़ते चलेंगे. So here it goes. What do you weigh, O ye vendors? Saffron and lentil and rice. What do you grind, O ye maidens? Sandalwood, henna and spice. What do you call, O ye peddlers? Chessmen and ivory dice. बच्चों, क्या तुम्हें खारी बाउली के बारे में पता है? Ask your parents, they might know about it. You know, it is located at the western end of Chandni Chowk. It is a wholesale grocery market. It is Asia's largest wholesale spice market. सबसे ज़्यादा spices मिलती है वहाँ पे. एशिया की सबसे बड़ी wholesale market है spices की. And our dear Sarojini Naidu happens to meet with vendors who are selling some similar stuff like saffron, lentil and rice. And she meets a lady who was energetically doing her work. She had the same question for her as well, that what do you sell, O ye maiden? And she replied that she was grinding sandalwood, that is chandan, henna, that is commonly called mehendi, and spices. आप लोगों को तो पता होगा और आपने सुना भी होगा, कई बार जब वेंडर स्ट्रीट से गुजरते हैं तो वो जोर जोर से आवाजें लगाते हैं पूरे मोहल्ले को ये बताने के लिए कि आज वो क्या बेचने आए हैं। कुछ उसी तरीके से there was a person selling chessmen and ivory dice and was calling out it loud. तो चेसमैन वो फिगर्स होती हैं जो हम चेस खेलते टाइम यूज करते हैं। डाइस बेसिकली वो एक ऑब्जेक्ट है जिसको स्नेक एंड लैडर खेलते टाइम यूज किया जाता है। हमारी पोएट सरोजिनी नायडू ने यहाँ पर पेंट की है एक ऐसी इमेज जो कि एक बहुत ही बिजी, चॉर्पिंग, नॉइजी बाजार को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है, जहाँ पे बहुत सारे अलग अलग तरीके के प्रोडक्ट्स बिक रहे हैं। एंड यू नो, इन दिस बाजार द वेंडर्स कॉल आउट टू अट्रैक्ट कस्टमर्स to their shop. These bazaars are different from the malls or complexes that we go shopping for. Do you know, kids, our dear poet Sarojini Naidu now moves to the next group and asks the same question to this group as well. That is, what do you sell? What do you make? So come to the third stanza and read it with me. What do you make, O ye goldsmiths? Wristlets and anklets and ring, bells for the feet of blue pigeons, frail as a dragonfly's wing, griddles of gold for dancers, scabbards of gold for the king. दोस्तों, अभी मैं तुम्हें एक मजेदार बात बताती हूँ। पता है, जितना पूरा गोल्ड होल्डिंग है स्विट्जरलैंड के पास, उतना गोल्ड मतलब 1000 टन गोल्ड इंडिया एक साल में ट्रेड करता है उसमें। You know, we purchase that much of gold. And this reminds me about Dariba Kalan. ये भी एक मार्केट है चांदनी चौक में। इट इज ऑल्सो नोन एज किन्नारी बाजार, जहाँ पर हम लोग होलसेल में ज्वेलरी खरीद सकते हैं। हमारी प्यारी सी पोएट सरोजिनी नायडू इस समय सराउंडेड है ज्वेलरी शॉप्स से। शी आस्क्ड देम अबाउट थिंग्स दे सेल। तो पूछ रही है कि हाँ भाई, क्या बेचते हो तुम? तो एक ज्वेलर कहता है कि मैं तो कलाई पे बांधने के लिए रिस्टलेट्स बेचता हूँ। कोई और कहता है कि मैं एंकल पे बांधने के लिए एंकलेट्स बेचता हूँ, बहुत ही ग्लिटरी एंकलेट्स। एंड somebody says कि मैं उंगली में पहनने के लिए रिंग बेचता हूँ। एंड we even have bells to know the arrival of the message from the pigeons. Those bells are as weak and delicate as the wings of the dragonfly. You know, dragonfly के wings के जितना delicate है वो सारे bells, here the poet has compared it. मतलब ड्रैगन फ्लाई के विंग को और बेल को उन्होंने कंपेयर किया है। Friends, have you heard a pleasing sound while dancers dance? Huh? Have you heard it? Yes! It is coming from the griddles that we see around their waist. And the most unique is the scabbard. It is a covering generally used for weapons like guns and swords. And the king purchases it as it is a luxury item and is very costly. तो स्कैबार्ड तो बहुत कॉस्टली होता है और एक लग्जरी आइटम होता है, तो यूजुअली किंग्स उसे परचेज करते हैं एंड जनरल पीपल डू नॉट परचेज इट। तो चलो बच्चों, अब हम फोर्थ स्टैंजा की तरफ चलते हैं। आप सभी मेरे साथ अपनी बुक्स को सामने रखें और साथ साथ में फोर्थ स्टैंजा को पढ़ें। What do you cry, O ye fruit men? Citron, pomegranate and plum. What do you play, O musicians? Sitar, sarangi and drum. What do you chant, O magicians? Spells of eons to come. Interesting stanza, huh? In the other parts of the bazaars, Sarojini Naidu met fruit sellers. वो एक कोने में fruit seller से मिलती है. To one of them, she had the same interaction, and the person answered with names of some fruits like plum, pomegranate and citron. Citron नींबू को बोलते हैं. In no time, she followed the sound of music and reached musicians. और वो थोड़ी देर में सुनते सुनते musicians के पास पहुंचती है. And then वो म्यूजिशियन बताता है उन इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स के नाम जो वो प्ले कर रहे हैं, जैसे सितार, सारंगी और ड्रम। और जो म्यूजिशियन की रिदम थी, जो म्यूजिक की रिदम थी, was setting her body to dance. And then, over the time she met a magician who was chanting something very passionately, बहुत ही पैशन के साथ वो कुछ चैंट कर रहे थे। तो सरोजिनी नायडू ने दोबारा से इंक्वायर किया, तो मैजिशियन ने रिप्लाई किया कि वो कुछ ऐसे स्पेल्स फॉर द eons to come, so that the eons come, so they are chanting some spells. The word eon means power emanating from the supreme deity. Look at the variety of things, kids. See the variety of things and experiences we go through while striding through a crowded bazaar. वो एक बिल्कुल भीड़ भाड़ की बाजार से गुजर रही थी, उन्होंने क्या क्या अनुभव किया। तो बच्चों, अब हमारी प्यारी सी पोएट सरोजिनी नायडू बढ़ती हैं एक ग्रुप ऑफ गर्ल्स के पास जो कुछ वीव कर रहे हैं। लेट्स सी वो क्या वीव कर रहे हैं। नाउ ऑल ऑफ यू हैव टू रीड द स्टैंजा 5 विद मी। What do you weave, O ye flower girls, with tassels of azure and red, crowns for the brow of a bridegroom, chaplets to garland his bed, sheets of white blossoms new garnered, to perfume the sleep of the dead. Now let's begin with the explanation of this stanza, that is stanza 5. As the poet moves further ahead, she sees a group of florists. To the poet's inquiry, the florist shared that she is creating things to grace the different occasions, that is, a marriage and death. These two occasions trigger different emotions in people. Marriage generally makes people happy when someone is dressed at their best and celebrates the beginning of a new life. However, death marks the end of someone's life. From here, we will look into poetic devices and themes of the poem. पोएट सरोजिनी नायडू ने काफ़ी बार रिपीटेशन किया है अपनी पोएम के अंदर। सो नाउ वी आर लुकिंग एट राइमिंग स्कीम एंड रिपीटेशन। So for example, when she spoke, what do you sell, O ye merchants? What do you weigh, O ye vendors? So there's a certain repetition. The poet has also called a lot of simile in the poem. A simile is a figure of speech in which two dissimilar objects are compared, and the comparison is made clear by the use of term like. हम like word use करके उस comparison को बहुत upfront clear बना रहे होते हैं. Another word can be such as and so. So like this, so on, and all these words are used to bring out the comparison, and this is called a simile. Here in the poem, in the bazaars of Hyderabad, frail as a dragonfly's wing is a fine example of simile. क्योंकि frail as a dragonfly's wing, यहाँ पे एक क्वालिटी है किसी चीज़ का वीक होना, उसको कंपेयर किया गया dragonfly के विंग के साथ. The bells made for the feet of the pigeon are compared with the delicate wings of dragonfly. That those bells are as frail as dragonfly's wings. कि उतना frail, उतना weak हैं. चलो बच्चों, अब हम देखेंगे पोएम का थीम क्या है. तो throughout the poem, पूरे पोएम के दौरान हमने देखा है कि एक टिपिकल इंडियन बाजार विटनेस करती है दुख और खुशी दोनों. They witness happy moments such as weddings when the bazaar is crowded with people buying garlands, jewelry, etc. And also during the festive occasions like Holi, Diwali, Eid, and etc. The bazaar also witnesses occasions of sadness like death when kings and soldiers die, and the flower girls are seen weaving sheets of white color to be used for the dead person's grave. So next time when you walk into one of the bazaars, remember the words of Sarojini Naidu and listen to the words those vendors use to attract customers and to make their product sound special. Okay, up till now children, we have covered all the stanzas, their explanation and poetic device as well. Now we are moving towards gaining some more knowledge and understanding about Indian bazaars, the bazaars that are located in India. So let's begin with चांदनी चौक, जिसके बारे में हमने ऊपर भी चर्चा करी है. तो अब चांदनी चौक का मतलब क्या है? Moonlit square or market is the meaning of Chandni Chowk. And this is one of the oldest and the busiest market in the old Delhi. built in the 17th century by the great Mughal emperor Shah Jahan and designed by his daughter जहान अरा। चलिए अब हम अपनी सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बाजार के बारे में जानेंगे, जिसका नाम है ख्वाइरम बंद बाजार। ये बाजार इम्फल में है। इम्फल मणिपुर में है और मणिपुर इंडिया के नॉर्थ ईस्ट पार्ट में है। सेवन सिस्टर्स का एक स्टेट है जिसका नाम मणिपुर है। It is a unique market, and the unique feature of this market is that all the stalls are owned and run by only women there. So with this, let's come to our next market, that is चोर बाजार। ये नाम तो आपने कई बार सुना होगा अपनी डे टू डे लाइफ में या फिर किसी मूवी के अंदर। Many say that the place used to be called as शोर बाजार। इसका नाम शोर बाजार होता था, but it became Chor Bazaar because British couldn't pronounce the name correctly. A popular story also goes that a violin belonging to the Queen Victoria went missing while being unloaded from the ship when she was on a visit to Bombay. It later turned up for sale at Chor Bazaar. तो maybe ये भी एक कारण हो सकता है। I hope children you enjoyed this video over your poem, and there's a set of questions, there's a set of explanation that you have to do and go through, so that will be shared in the class group. Take care and enjoy. Hey, before leaving, let's all of us thank Ishant because he's the one who made all the illustrations that you can see on the screen. The work that you did in bringing out such meaningful illustrations with such beautiful expressions, and so well they were connected with our explanation. So we all thank you, Ishant, for making our experience so memorable. And I remember the amount of effort you had put into coloring them and clicking the perfect picture, that in no single picture there should be anything apart from the required content. Thank you, Ishant, for all your efforts. Thank you.